Now we come to the main part, which you all are waiting for. I would sincerely request our chief guest, Dr. Chidambaram, to address the gathering of young scientists.
Thank you, Dr. Bandapati. His Excellency H.K. Singh, Ambassador of India in Japan, Dr. Kaul, Dr. Pankajakshan, and members of this association. So it's already formed now. It's inaugurated, isn't it? Your all association is on. How many of you are PhD students in this crowd? Just now I was with Professor Kurokawa, and he said one of his students is going to be here. You are still from Kenya. Both of you are from. So I'm delighted to be here. This very auspicious occasion when this association is formed. And I congratulate all of you and Dr. Pankajakshan on this initiative. India places a great value on its cooperation with Japan, scientific cooperation with Japan. Well, I've come here many times in the past. I don't know how many of you have heard old classical Japanese music. It sounds very much like Indian classical music. It's not easy to find an occasion to listen to that music. But with the growth of Japan as a scientific and technological leader in the world, now of course we place very great value on scientific cooperation with Japan. I remember coming here in 1992. 1992 I got this Indian National Science Academy's Visiting Fellowship Award, 1 month. They told me you can go anywhere in the world. So I selected 15 days in Germany, 15 days in Japan. Because these are two countries I admire for the way they have come out after the ravages of the Second World War. I came here for an interesting meeting which we had day before yesterday, called by Professor Masatoshi Koshiba, who is the Nobel laureate here. And for some years he has been impressed by this Lindau conference. Lindau conference is where the Nobel laureates and other leading scientists meet young students from schools and colleges. And he has been thinking about having an Asian science camp in this part of the world. Ad hoc it has gone on so far in Taiwan, it has been in Bali in Indonesia, and this year it is going to be in Tsukuba, August 2009. And the hosts are going to be KEK. They asked me, and I have agreed more or less, Ambassador, that next year it can be in India. Next year we hope to host that in India. But this is the major problem which is facing all countries in the world, particularly including India. How to attract young people to careers in science and retaining them in few sciences, physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics. At the end of the 10+2 stage, they tend to go into engineering, professional courses, medicine. But at the end of the engineering, even those who have great talent for engineering research and technology development, either take up jobs or going to management, or going to software, conducting a software as a science, software services. And we have to see how to reverse these trends. The report of the steering committee for science and technology, certainly the association could get a copy of that for the 11th plan. It gives an idea what are those areas which India considers important. It is available on our office's, my office's website, www.psa.gov.in. www.psa.gov.in is steering committee's report on science and technology for the 11th plan. You've dealt with basic research, you've dealt with cross-disciplinary technology area, there's thing on mega science projects. There's a chapter we deliberately put on attracting young people to careers in science, and also a chapter on leveraging international cooperation. India of today is not the India of 20 years back. India today is scientifically, technologically, industrially too strong to be overwhelmed by anybody. So what we are suggesting is we should decide our initiatives and we should leverage international cooperation to strengthen those initiatives. Of course, the other country which is collaborating with us would do the same thing. They have their own initiatives, their own priorities, and they would like to leverage cooperation with India. If this happens, then you lead to a situation in which there is international cooperation which is beneficial to both sides. And any international cooperation is sustainable only if it is mutually beneficial. And this is the kind of thing India is tending to, and here is where I think all the things that you learn in this great country can help India's development. Technology foresight. Technology foresight from the early days, BT days, when Japan was reconstructing after the damage or the ravages of the Second World War. India is beginning to think like that. What are those critical technologies which are needed for India's development? Technology foresight is different from technology forecasting. Forecasting means any technology, you can look at it, that it is fast feeder reactors, accelerator driven system, human cloning, or you can ask a question, can an incoming missile be neutralized by impact by another missile? You can ask and answer this question purely on a scientific basis. That becomes technology forecasting. Then you add to it assessments based on your own country's social, economic system, maybe ethical values in the case of cloning. And then you decide if you want to enter this technology or not. That's technology foresight. But it guarantees that this technology will be useful for India or useful for Japan when they started